Hi everyone, I'll be your host for the next few minutes. If you're here from my last video, I extend a warm hand of welcome. Really, thanks for being here. If you randomly found it on your algorithm, you found this but you still have no idea what this is, you have some homework you're seriously putting off, or you just want to waste time, join me in my explanation of the game I made for my school project. Gaya on the Precipice of Unification is a game inspired by the trade affairs of an ancient Korean kingdom, Gaya. In reality, Gaya had a bustling commerce system with Baekje, Silla, Japan, and more. They actually come up in the game as well. We want to show you how Gaya went about with its foreign affairs, not just trade but also war, because I know that the best way to learn is through fun. The options you have to play as are the 7 leaders of the Gaya Confederation: 금건가야, 대가야, 아라가야, 소가야, 고령가야, 성산가야, and 비화가야. If you're not actually Korean, then you probably have no idea what I said or possibly when the words even ended, which is why I'm not going to put the actual nouns in and you're going to need to pay a little bit more attention. The first two kingdoms have a basis of 9 military power, the third has 8, the fourth and fifth have 7, and the sixth and seventh have 6. Understood? Hopefully. Obviously, the more military power, the stronger you are. And I promise this isn't saying anything political or about America. Moving on! Well, one thing before moving on. I'm going to start calling the military power MPUs for military power units. It's easier for me, that's all. Now actually moving on. We give you a base of 50 ingots at the beginning, and they have a lot of uses throughout the game, so we advise you to use them well. Fun fact, Gaya was famous for its trade of iron, hence the, ingots. If you pay 30 ingots, you get an addition of 3 MPUs. For 20 ingots, you can leave an opponent's card null or steal it for yourself. If it's bad, then you might want to null it for sportsmanship or something, but really there's some irredeemably bad ones in the card deck. I should know. I made them. Please insert some sort of evil cackling here in your imagination because I feel awkward if I do it when I'm talking into my phone for the recording. If the card is good, you're going to want to steal it because we are a capitalist and meritocratic society where we always put ourselves first. Again, nothing against you, America. Now, when you're playing, obviously you can't have 7 people all the time. What if you want to play with your family, but you're unwilling to get more children? If you want to play with friends, but you have no social skills? What if you only have 2 real friends that you want to destroy via the game? Fear not, we have a contingency plan. You can buy the other empty kayas by collecting 100 ingots. If your main kaya is down, as in your opponent has taken it in war, then you can start using the, kayas that you bought as a replacement for your original country. It's like a backup plan of sorts. And I just noticed this now while I was recording, but if you are able to read Korean and you have been paying attention thus far, then you're going to notice that the things I'm telling you and the things the card are telling you can be a little bit different. Like, for example, the ingots numbers are going to be slightly different because the one I'm telling you has been adjusted for inflation and this one hasn't. So you can play with either version, but I suggest playing with the voiceover version, the one I'm telling you right now. Now, remember how I told you that there are other countries in the game as well that aren't Kaya? We also have other countries for you to choose as an alternative. See, what you're going to be doing is choosing a card from your own deck that says the name of your country and another from a foreign country. We have 4 options and they are Goryeo, Baekje, Shinra, and Japan. They are fatal and either you lose a lot or you gain a lot. For example, you could gain 5 MPUs with one card and lose 4 with another, or gain 40 ingots with one card and lose 50 with another. Now, for the best part, the part you're really watching for: how to win and crush the soul and spirit of your opponents as you slowly watch your relationship deteriorate and crumble and burn to ashes, but you don't really care because you won. Too much? Yeah, too much. But anyway, how you win is by uniting all 7 Kayas. A little obvious seeing as the game is called Gaya on the Precipice of Unification, but what you need to do is obtain all 7 Kayas. It's pretty simple. You're going to do that by proclaiming war on the taken ones and buying the other ones that are empty. This time, I promise it's not a jab at Britain. You can proclaim war anytime you want, according to the other game makers. Now, I don't agree with this rule, but I guess it's sort of like real life. The person who made this rule just said to always be prepared for war, which is a good life lesson in a very roundabout way. You're going to add the base NPUs, the ones you've gotten through selecting a country, then the number you will get from rolling a dice. The number will not be permanently added to your overall NPU throughout the game, so if you want to go crazy and do it with like a 20-sided dice, or if you can find one 100-sided dice, we're really not going to stop you. Oh, and fun fact, I wanted to make this like a Dungeons and Dragons type game. The other guy who made the war rule said that there should be less freedom because it means more work for us, the game makers. But we're not even getting paid or even properly graded for this, so just go nuts, do whatever, we don't really care. And on that note, I'm sad to conclude this video on how to play our game. It's been fun, you guys. Well, technically, I was just writing a script and talking by myself in my room like a madwoman crouched on the floor and my blood slowly going out of my legs. But I don't know what y'all are doing while you're watching this, but I hope you had fun doing it. Sorry for my awful jokes, thank you for sticking with me until the end, and goodbye.